Try listening to sounds around you. Listen in the house. Do you hear a clock ticking, the television blaring, or someone laughing? What else do you hear? Listen on the front steps. Do you hear a dog barking, a ball bouncing, or a horn honking? What else do you hear? What could you hear on a farm or during a storm? In the forest? Near the ocean? By a brook? At the zoo? In the supermarket? Try listening at all those places. Listen to sound travel through water. In the bathtub, keep your ears above the water and ask an adult to knock on the side of the tub below the water level. Do you hear the knocking sound? Now lie on your back with your ears under the water. Ask an adult to knock again. Can you hear the sound travel through water? Which knocking sounded louder? That's the end of our book today. I hope you enjoyed it. This book is Sounds All Around, written by Wendy Efford.
So, what do you think? Can you tell me one or two important points that the author was trying to tell you in the story about sound? What are a couple things you remember? Why do you think she was telling you those things in the story? You think of one of the things that she said in the story about sound? You don't remember one or two of the things that she said in the story? Remember she talked about how loud rocket ships were? What else can you remember from the story? Why do you think she was telling you about rocket ships and how loud they sound? They're probably loud. Can you think of anything else from the story? Look at the cover. What does it show on the cover?
Music.
Okay. Does music make sound? So do you think that's one of the reasons why she was telling you about music? Because that makes sound? So we're learning about, because the name of the book is Sounds All Around. Okay, so today we're going to do an activity. We're going to build a device that's going to successfully transmit secret messages from one person to another. Okay? So, can you think of a time when you heard sound through materials other than the air? For example, can you hear when you're underwater? No, you can't hear. Have you ever gone underwater in the pool with somebody and you can't hear them? How about, have you ever been in your bedroom and you heard your parents talking from the other room? So you could hear through the walls? Yeah? Okay. All right, so today we're going to be experimenting with sound traveling through different materials. Okay, and you're going to whisper a secret message to another person and we're going to see if Sasha can hear. Okay? So, whenever you're working with equipment, any kind of an experiment, you want to be careful, right? Because scissors can be dangerous if you're not using them properly, and this is a wire cutter, so that can be dangerous. So you always want to make sure to follow safety rules during an experiment, right? Okay, so we're going to be using string, copper wire and cups. Okay, I'm gonna pull out 2 cups. Okay, and this is just gonna give you an idea of what it's gonna look like. Okay, so first step is you're going to measure the string and the copper wire to make it the same length as the hanger. So once you start with the string, let me set this aside, and you pull the string out and measure it so it's pretty much the same length as the copper wire. Here, I can hold this end, and then cut the end with the scissors. Need some help? Probably used to smaller scissors, right? Okay. Alright, next you're going to cut a piece of the copper wire. So this one you're going to use the wire cutters. So you want to cut that the same length. So I'll hold this end and then kind of pull it straight. You want to pull it straight, like from right here. So it's the same length as that. And then cut that. That might be a little bit easier to use. So I'm going to have you look over the wire and the string, and then you can, alright, so you can touch them, bend them, tap them, and listen to them and decide which one you think is going to be able to let the sound travel better. Maybe hold that up to your ear and touch it and see if you can hear a sound. How about the wire? Which one do you think would be better at making sound? The copper wire or the string?
The copper wire.
The copper wire? Okay. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to take the pencil and you're going to poke a hole in the bottom of each cup. Alright, and since you chose the wire, let's move these over here. And what you're going to do is, oh, here, what's that? So you're going to put one end through the cup. And then, here, in both hands. And then pull it from the other side. Like this. And then you're going to have to bend that over. Be careful at the end. No, you're going to, let me show you on this one. So see how it's bent over so it won't go through the hole. So kind of make a loop. So that when you pull it, that should be good. Try and pull it and see if it'll stay. Try to pull the wire. Does that stay? Alright, now you're going to do the same thing on the other end. Did you start?
Yes.
Okay, well now stop it and go back.
Now.
Alright, so now we have our All right, so now we're gonna experiment with our transition device. So I'm gonna have you, here, you hold this end. And so what you're gonna do is you're going to say something into your cup. You gotta put it right in your mouth, like this.
You have to put it on your mouth.
Like cover your mouth like you're drinking and say something. Alright, let me try. You hold it up to your ears. Could you hear it? Okay, now you try. Try again because I couldn't hear it. Hold it right up to your mouth. Hold it right up to your mouth, like I am. Let's see.
Hello.
I heard it. Okay. All right. So now think of a secret message. Think of something short that you want to say. Keep it appropriate, as if we were in class. And Sasha's gonna step back, and we're gonna see if she can hear. Okay, say something into the cup. Don't say what you said before. Think of something like a surprise or something silly. Tell me what you had for dinner. Tell me what you had for dinner. You gotta put it right in your mouth. Tell me what you had for dinner. What?
Macaroni.
Okay, Sasha, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Huh? You heard what he said?
Mm-hmm.
What did he say?
Macaroni?
Okay, let me try.
Was I right?